Okay, the eighth trend is a nod to nostalgia, um, which I love. And I've seen this for sure in my own design business. A lot of requests for like my clients for kind of nostalgic touches, and brings a sense of comfort and familiarity. And what I'm seeing is like people will say, oh, I'd like to put a peony. It reminds me of my grandmother. A lot of times the cottage style gardens fit into this category of nostalgic plants. But there's, the psychological benefits of nostalgia. There's that positive emotional impact that you feel with the peonies here. The old-fashioned cottage pinks here, the dianthus. Nostalgia kind of provides that mental escape from the present day-to-day stressors that we all face. Roses are a classic. This nostalgic touches, they sort of act as a happy place, right? They offer that sense of comfort and a sense of safety. But besides just the cottage plants or your own personal favorite plants, these nostalgic touches are also a coping mechanism for kind of the tough times that we go through. COVID-19 is a classic example. And it really, these nostalgic touches help people with negative emotions, loneliness or anxiety. And I'm showing this photo, and I love this photo. Again, this is in Freeland and Sabrina's garden that we just saw up in Napa. And it's a crevice garden, and it's really neat. It's a crevice garden, which is also a trend, but I didn't put it in this list here. But if you look up, and I've circled it there, this is really neat. It's a train. And what this crevice garden is, it's a memory garden honoring Sabrina's father who had recently passed away. And so this is a coping mechanism where you can honor somebody, you can remember somebody who's passed, and it's a beautiful thing. I love this. I've seen several clients have these memory gardens, and they're always so special. I'm just including this photo. This is from my past, and this is the very first garden that I have in my memory, and it was of my great grandfather. And what this does is another aspect of nostalgia is it creates this identity and continuity. And what I remember is that incredible fragrance of the lemon blooms, lemon blossoms, which are to this day my favorite smell in the world. And I incorporate it in every garden I've ever planted of mine. And I love those little bricks set on the diagonal in the background there. That's a really old-fashioned thing to do. And I love it. And I have that in my own garden because it just connects me with my past. I put this photo in here because when you kind of focused on nostalgia in your gardening, it's also a way to strengthen bonds of intergenerational sharing. And this example here, this is my family home in Lake Tahoe, and this is my mother and my daughter. And the three of us spent last summer redoing this whole section of the garden. A giant tree had died, huge pine tree died. And it was so fun for the three of us to garden, and really was great for my mother and my daughter to experience that together. That's a really special thing.